finally. So,
Bella.
last time on the Otren, after informing Commander Zhang and the refugees that had recently equipped themselves with the militia attire, quickly took back the small mansion keep, and after a brief skirmish and quite a few souls perishing, managed to push them out and kill the ones responsible for enslaving the orphans and also betraying their capital. After pushing back down into the mines and finding the rest of the orphans, tried to tempt one of the remaining commanders, which was a rat warden, as well as Belus, the monk who had tried to escape, but initially ended up cornering himself when he was trying to get the warden to leave with him.
She doesn't want to be with me. She wants to be with you. She left off the couch to you.
Yeah.
So, after a brief skirmish and an unfortunate battle where instead of coming out to fight you, he ordered the murder of all the orphans.
And we murdered him.
Started taking shots at the remaining children, and then you quickly swept in and murdered him in turn.
I wouldn't say quickly, but quick-ish.
Havon had started panicking and running around looking for someone, killing quite a few of the other cursed himself before finally, after the few that were rescued from death, Ramus saw that he had unfortunately found his brother among the dead.
And we, picked him up to go and bury him or something, I think.
Which, at this point, is where we finally come back. And they're getting the children out of the mine. You can hear what sounds like snoring coming from one of the caves further up north.
Snoring? There's more caves to look through?
I believe up here.
Slightly more stretches.
Oh, well. Are we going to look?
Well, I was comforting children, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Healing those who
So,
are badly wounded.
I think, we potioned and...
Yeah. We already looked at all the other bodies to make sure that there weren't any that were, hanging on to life, right? So, these are the survivors.
Pretty much.
Can I send them... Can I give them directions to go join the other people and send them to the soldiers and the rest of their group?
They do look nervous, but they will try and hurry along as fast as they can. You can tell they're not moving very quick just from...
Yeah, I tell them that it's not safe here, so that they need to get up and get safe and that there's food and everything waiting for them.
So they will very quickly start moving on and helping each other as best as they can.
Good shit.
I compose the bodies of the dead. Just, shut their eyes and just make sure they're not splayed out or anything. Just.
Havon is going to take his brother and help the others get to the surface.
Okay. Peace out, Havon. Be safe, homie.
Word, yeah.
Watch out for spiders.
Ah! Ah!
Horrific.
Alrighty. So they quickly hurry off, being led by Havon. And now you.
I was just gonna say I'll fly down here so we can all talk and be in the same area. Wow, that fucking blew. Zuri looks sad. His feathers are droopy.
Much better than he has to we could. It's time.
Can we like get out of here?
Are we gonna go check up north, the northeast, for the snoring or whatever?
Yeah, which snoring from?
Before you fully came down here, it was further up this way,
Yeah.
and there, you also saw an iron rock gate that was locked.
Oh, back.
Let's go
Okay.
check it out.
All right, well, let's move back to the spider room. Man, my Roll20 is really laggy for some reason.
Mine too.
Everything is laggy.
Yeah, I think their servers are having a bit of a hiccup.
Hmm.
I think it's because they recently released Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Oh, so everybody's.
Oh, I got an email about that.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure everyone's like, we're gonna play it right now! And so there's like, probably like, you know, a couple thousand people fucking buying it, loading it, fucking customizing it, and like 50 plus players all around.
Going hard as shit.
You got all robot.
Did not understand any of the robot there. But yes.
Oh, you're good again. You got all.
Yeah.
Yeah, server is eating it hard.
I'm not gonna, push anything. I think at some point we must end on a cursed version.
It's cursed.
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't hear any of y'all.
I
Y'all
can,
are breaking mad bad.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Our server's acting up everywhere today.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck? I could hear everyone a good portion, alright, but some of the other stuff that I'm hearing is like, what the fuck?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
There we are.
Somebody say something.
Chocolate is delicious.
Heyo.
What up?
Same.
Alright, I think that's good.
I'm here.
Alright. So,
In the race.
Oh, DM's a robot.
Oh man.
am I a robot?
Damn it.
Why am I a robot? Damn it.
I'm on my phone right now. That's making it a little bit better.
I think I'm back in.
There we
Yeah.
go. Now I got a solid connection back.
I changed the server region, so hopefully that should fix it.
Oh, cool. Would you swap it to?
Central USA for our Central USA living people.
Alright.
But apparently, USA East is very convoluted at the moment.
Whoa, that was weird.
It's highly packed in. Alrighty, so as where you are currently, special user, you can see the locked iron gate, as well as the small path that you can hear snoring from, and what sounds like somebody kind of shuffling rocks and rope around.
Can I poke my head around the corner and like?
Wait,
see-
is the snoring coming from the iron gate and other shuffling is coming from a different
Up
path?
here.
You said.
So, snoring, shuffling, iron gate.
Sounds like a giant.
What do we look at first? Iron gate, maybe, because there's a gate there.
So for
I would worry about alerting people, so I would actually go to the shuffling first.
So the
Sure,
storm
I
you
think
can
we
hear.
should check out the guy that's moving.
Evan and the kids already out of here?
Yep,
Yeah.
they're all long gone.
All right, then let's rally up on Ziri.
Get up here.
And you with us?
Riley.
Hello, Rain?
Rain.
Rain.
I hear you part of the time and you disappear.
Join us up here. We're chilling.
Would love to, but my roll 20 is frozen.
Oh, fuck.
The whole.
I
So today's not going so good for us, huh?
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
day.
Goddamn net neutrality.
It's
I
kinda like a
blame the people that didn't vote to keep net neutrality around.
Fuck
It's
Frickin'
it's a big con-
What'd you say?
it's like a JoJo's meme. To
Keep
be
it friggin'
continued.
hamburger, furger.
This is the imagination part.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you'll huddle up around this very tight tunnel and just hear. Sounds like somebody pulling on ropes at the moment.
How tight? Is it like 2 by 2 tight? Can only one of us at a time? Is it?
Pretty much.
It looks pretty narrow.
Yeah, one at a time. And,
I will, Ziri. I'll
No.
go ahead. I'm
Why don't
pretty
you send
quiet.
the one with the shield in first?
Because I'm quiet and I can get a look and let you know what it looks like. And I'm faster than the slow ass with the bucket head.
All I gotta say is monk and spider. And undead.
Okay, Ziri,
Fine.
wait, Ziri, before
Fine.
you go,
He motions for Jin to go first.
Jin silently saunters forward.
So, Jin, as you're coasting along, you do see what looks like one of the corrupt children kind of like just slowly pulling on these heavy ropes, trying to lift 4 of these large barrels that look like they're filled with residium to maybe up to the surface.
Oh, goody, more residium for us.
Nice.
Okay, so I want to use one of my abilities, Divine Sense.
That's thinking with portals.
Alrighty. So, from this child, you actually sense a fiend. He's
Wait, from the kid?
Yep. Not sure how long he's been down here, but at the same time, looking at him, the fact that he's lifting the 4 barrels with a pulley system by himself, even though it's a little easier, it's still like, what the fuck's going on?
Are we about to fight a Daedra? Or at least like a lesser fiend? Oh no.
Yeah, roll 20, I think, just completely froze.
Oh man.
This is
Can
the
we,
only-
are we gonna have to be like, oh, is everybody around next week?
No.
Thank you, roll 20. This is rather unfortunate. Oh,
Not only is it roll 20, but Discord's doing its thing too.
yeah,
So.
it's the fucking mole people, man. They're attacking from below. They're killing our internet hubs. Fuck off! We need one night of D&D first.
What are they? Locusts? It's Emergence Day from
Yeah,
Gears
the
of War?
fucking Swords. They got the Kool-Aid man coming in. Or whatever the fuck that thing was. But yeah, you definitely sense, Jin, that this child is possibly now demonic.
There's some fuckery going on.
Alright. So, why does it look like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards over where Thalos is?
Because he's almost got an Exodia.
Since we know that that's a fiend right up ahead, I say we inch up a little bit more so we can see what's in these areas, see if there's anything else going on around these ways.
All right.
And if not, we could send Ziri in to subdue this person, since he's so sneaky.
Okay. So, peeking around that corner, you see it's just a dead end. It looks like another tunnel that's just kind of been slowly carved out in itself. Maybe another room or chamber that they're working on.
So I motion for Ziri to go subdue the fiend. Kowalski, recon.
As much as I want to fight a fiend, I don't know how, like, we just exhausted ourselves.
Going through all the other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Distance. Range weapon, does he?
I mean, I feel like Ziri does not want to go.
Whatever we do, let's hit him from long range before he can get to us.
All right, since Ziri won't go, I'll subdue him.
Is he here?
Cheekiest of freaky.
All right, I want to grapple him.
Alrighty, go ahead and hit an athletics with advantage, because obviously with the loud clambering around, it's fairly hard to tell what's going on.
Hey, something worked for once.
Righty. Stars real quick.
Blue is the blue circle is AC.
Yeah. Alrighty. So this kid will try to resist you. You feel like he almost squirms free entirely. And just, what the? Ha, ha! And it's just like you hear this unnatural voice. It's not a child's voice. It sounds almost like an adult's. And you actually barely managed to restrain him.
He almost broke out of my 21.
Yeah. Like I said, he's unnaturally strong.
What do you want to do with him now that we subdued him?
At this point, he's just like kicking and squirming at this point as you kind of like get him in a bit of like a headlock or whichever you kind of grabbed him with.
Ramus, you're good at these interrogations. Question.
No,
what
I'm
we need
not.
to know.
No, I'm
Which
not.
I've failed like everything up to this point in terms of interrogation.
Alright, so I guess I could try to intimidate him, question him on what he's doing, who he works for, and what else we need.
Intimidate him. Maybe try and appeal to the.
So persuade.
Yeah, you're the only one with any sort of charisma.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. I now have you restraint, but can you tell us what you're doing? Who you work for?
Let me go, you fuck! I'll rip your fucking ears off!
Now. There's no one to talk to like that. Please. Tell us what you know. John's gonna stop laughing.
It's just so calm. But
He said please.
he's gonna try and break free one more time. So go ahead, make another athletics just to hold him tight.
Oh wow, you gave me that shit. I was waiting for
Yes,
a persuasion check.
So,
With advantage? Guess we're fighting this thing, aren't we?
so he breaks free. As you try to hold him, and suddenly you just right into your chin. I just fucking just slips onto top of the barrels. Starts grabbing onto the ropes and starts trying to climb them out of sight.
Can I whistle for my sword to cut the ropes?
Yes, you can. So,
Can I also throw?
yes, you can. That will throw down for initiative.
Oh, this is going into battle.
Goddamn.
Oops, that's Nate. That crit with a -1 dex.
Nuna, roll.
Mine still isn't even working.
You roll 20?
Yeah.
Try reloading the page.
Yeah, you might need a refresher.
This is like my 4th time. Alright, let me.
9? Jesus. Well, that was a 3, so I feel a little better.
If worse comes to worse, you can just open it on your iPad.
Oh.
I know there's a Roll20 app on the iPad.
Trying to find
Hey. Damn it. Oh, I think it's loading. I don't know if it went through. Ow. So, it loaded and I have my character screen, but not the screen.
It's slowly loading, but not working for you.
Yay. Okay.
Alright. So. Let me just quickly slap this boy down. As Jin, you throw up the sword and quickly cut the line. The kid falls down. You see the barrels break, but then kind of like from it, not the kid, emerge.
Is this like Super Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2?
As this thing sits up and its illusion is broken, it actually stands as tall as you do now. Fuck.
Can we try and negotiate it with it? Or is that time passed?
Can I try to persuade it? Hey, it's okay, guy.
I mean, it's
You know what I'm
running
saying?
away, and he already tried to subdue it, so...
He's pretty keen on the fight part now.
Hey, we just want to
Look,
love.
it's
man. Come
D&D.
on.
You can try anything,
It's true.
but
It's true. Don't expect.
the odds may be stacked.
Can I try and like... What would I have to roll to try and get him to calm down? Or do I have to wait because we're already in
So you just have to wait his turn,
I guess.
or not his turn. Your turn initially.
My turn.
But
Well,
so Jin,
give it a shot.
he fucking, you cut the ropes. He falls down. All the Residium just spills all over the floor. And you can
No, my Residium.
Residio.
and he just kind of sits up. And you can see it doesn't look that big, but it looks like he has a dagger, and he's just kind of like has prepped himself for a fight. Come on, fuckers! I'll cut your goddamn livers out and cook them for supper.
Oh, lovely.
He's Irish.
Could be.
Oh man.
Top of the morning.
Come on,
to you.
we don't have to fight. Oh, that makes
Top
me.
of the morning to you, laddie. I have a D&D character that talks like that. It's quite good.
Hey, yes.
Is your last name McFeely?
Zephyrusai is my name. How are you doing?
No, it's McCullin.
Oh no.
Am I gonna have an icon for my weapon?
What a crying shame.
My flying dagger, my flying sword that's out.
Slap the sword in. Alright. So that's hovering up above him as he's just kind of holstered and ready.
All right, buddy. Didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to initiate you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Now, one last time, can you stand down and talk like normal fiends?
Fuck. Roll persuasion.
Come on, yeah!
Oh, that's that 20. That's sexy 20.
That's why I have him talk to everyone.
Alright. So you can see he's looking back and forth to the rest of you. He's still keeping his guard up. What do you want to talk about?
What's going on down here? Why are you working for these people? What happened with?
Because I'm
We
contracted
should also
to.
probably. Well, we should also probably let them know they're all dead in the next room, and so are all the spiders and everything else that got in our way. So probably not looking to kill more people, but we keep doing it.
I mean, buddy, if you value your life, all the people in the other room are dead, and one last thing we need is another dead body. And I'm pretty sure we can get you out of here all right. I don't know if we can save you, but do the best we can.
Sammy, that's fucking rich.
Can I
Guys, a
talk to
little
him
help
out of
here?
turn, or is it because it's his turn? He's the one who's like.
You could all talk out of order, but obviously I'm just keeping that up in case.
All right,
like-
and I shout at him. Listen, dude. Everybody else is dead. We don't look for fights, but we keep fighting, and we're here, and they're not. Let's try and work this out. It's getting exhausting.
That's fantastic. So they all died down in this shell. That's great.
Now, do you want to die in this shithole?
I mean, I would just go back to the 9.
The 9?
The 9
Who are-
hells.
Isn't it better here than there?
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, look at all this. He, just kind of motions to the Residium he's currently standing on.
Is this
So
from
can
the
we
9?
No, this is Residium. This is concentrated magic. Aren't you a fucking paladin?
Yeah, but the laziness got me, and classes were just boring.
Listen, since you like it here more than you do there, and we're not trying to like kill anybody else if we don't have to, is there any sort of deal we can come to? The paladin's the nice one out of us.
Yeah, believe it or not, the other guys are quick to attack. So
Yeah, he's a nice one.
because you see the one behind me motioning to the sister, she had trigger finger on.
A drunk one.
I was about to say she's drunk, but you get the idea.
Just
Yeah.
looks at the crossbow. Right.
Trust me, she
Oh.
shot up too.
And just like the
Comparatively,
little sword
he's
behind
very
you?
nice. You know. And Zuri gestures at the still transformed half wolf man? Question mark. It's probably been not that long, right? Or did we all stand there for 3 weeks because everything takes place at exactly the same amount of time as the real world? Because that would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I would imagine he's still the fucking were-tiger.
Yeah, so there's a giant tiger. It's like you could talk to the paladin or you could talk to the animal.
And we got 2 of them.
All right. You see, he kind of relaxes a little bit. Like, this is probably the weirdest thing that he's ever had a chance to like deal with mortals.
Out of
before.
context, Josh, but
That's probably
the
fair.
weirdest thing just popped in my head is just like a TGIF, Friday night sitcom moment with him right now, just sitting down and is like, talk to me, bro.
That's literally what's kind of like going on right now. He's just like,
The
wait,
paladin
paladins
and-
usually just kill me.
The paladin and the lesser demon.
Fucking just like, yo,
Definitely an NBC show.
pallies and demons.
Stay tuned Friday night.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That's a Channel 11 show.
Oh god. So, as he's this guy's in there. So, what do you want to know about this place? It's cursed. It's fucked. It's filled with probably now lots of dead children. Probably the nasty fucking rat bastard who's always using my blood for a while there.
The people that contracted you, what do they want with the iridium?
Oh, the Residium shit. Oh, we've been having that dumb motherfucker upstairs making armor and weapons.
Wait, but how?
Wait, so he's been making for the bad guys?
He's too stupid to know it, but yeah.
And who ordered
he
these?
makes magic stuff too?
He's not very good at it, but he could still make like a +1 sword.
Is
He needs a lot
What
of...
He says
happened-
+1 sword.
Yeah, now, obviously, as you said, to put easier context. But
No, yeah. I love that'd be way funnier. Everyone looks around like I've never heard of a +1 sword
what
before.
the fuck is that?
It's
I've
like a
never-
sword, and then you grab it on the side, and
Yeah,
another
it's-
sword comes out.
It's effectively Deadpool. You know, he's breaking the fourth wall.
what happens? What happens to the weapons after he's done with them?
Well, usually we send him up through this area, out of sight. As far as I could tell and smell, there's a couple of gnolls waiting.
Where, through this hole or the other path?
Well, usually when somebody's not stealing shit like I was trying to do just now, there's usually gnolls waiting at the top. They've been outfitting them, getting them ready for skirmishes against farms and shit when the army pushes through.
Was that
Is
what
there-
was waiting outside the gates?
Can I roll history to see if I know about gnolls in the area?
Sure.
Fucking natural 20.
Alrighty.
I'm aware of the clan. I know which clan they are.
So,
They like butt stuff, guys. They're really into it.
Yes.
BDSM, butt stuff, and whips. So,
Gnolls, the kinkiest
Wow.
motherfuckers.
So you know that there are 3 clans in this area.
Ooh.
One that is actually the most significant that the other 2 won't fight and pay tribute to, and they've been an issue in the past before. Even though numbers have been dwindled once or twice, overall their might and power has actually been fairly fucking terrifying in the past, and even when dwindled, they seem to rebuild very quickly.
Is there another way out or to get the gnolls from besides from here? And are there any there now?
So, for
I assume those are what was sleeping, probably, but I don't know.
so to get to the clans from where you are currently, there's one clan that you know would, especially in this area for where you crossed over. It's either one of 2. The one that's actually closest is the Berserker Bone clan.
Okay.
Of course it is. Couldn't be the Happy Knoll clan or anything.
The melon camps. They farm watermelons. It's all good. They're very happy.
The 420 Knolls.
Yeah, there you go.
The Blindhound Warriors. And the other one, which is the largest one, and the most terrifying because they have actually a better mastery of magic, and why they've grown to be a bigger clan, is the Undeads.
Oh, that sounds shitty. Is it this hole leading down or up? Did he say that the Knolls would lead to the Knoll supplies?
For this hole, it goes straight up. If you look up, you can actually see that there's quite a bit of brush.
Oh, straight up?
Yeah. So
Okay, cool.
you can actually see that even though it would take a while, you can actually get straight to the surface, and that this platform acted like an elevator.
I guess I asked him, do you know if the Knolls enter or exit from here?
They never came down here. They weren't permitted to.
Do you know what's sleeping in the other room?
More cursed children.
What about behind the gates?
That's where fucking little freakish rat Gibbles used to sleep.
Used to sleep?
Yeah, after I think it was the Lord who vanished. The fucking Baloose came in here screaming about someone shot him in the chest when they were getting the missive in the forest.
Asshole deserved it.
Oh, that was you.
We gotta.
Thank you. I had his soul under my contract.
Well, just doing my part. I give him like a weird half werewolf, half were-tiger bow. It's all awkward and filled with claws, but
Your stripes bunch up awkwardly. It's bad.
Meanwhile, you could tell that this guy, this fiend, has definitely relaxed in conjecture. He actually seems rather happy to hear how many people have died, and after him saying that, might have a small inkling that those other people might be under his contract as well, and now he possibly gets their soul.
if we, how many things of, was it three barrels of iridium?
4 barrels of residium. 2 have been exploded.
Residium?
Yeah, because he just went straight down and crashed into him because Jin cut the ropes. But he did say he was trying to steal these.
These 2 unbroken barrels, if you walk out of here and we pretend we don't see you, what can you do for us?
So you're looking for a deal then?
No deals.
I don't know about a deal.
Say that from behind everybody else. He hasn't even seen me. I'm just
You just hear sort of.
No deals.
No.
Oh no no no!
Oh, good question. What is your name?
You could call me Pelgrim.
Pilgrim?
Pelgrim.
Pelgrim?
That's
We're
it.
using your blood. They were using your blood to poison those children.
It's true. I never did anything to them personally. I just pulled the lift.
How did they get your blood?
Now they had to bleed me.
Oh, damn. So they knew beforehand?
He just like
There is no-
rolls up his sleeves. You can see just like multiple wounds that are still healing over his arms.
There is no way a being as powerful as you would just allow them to bleed you.
Why do you think I'm so happy they're dead?
Damn.
I now
Well,
get to collect on them.
We did a favor for you. What you got for us? We did a lot of favors for you, it sounds like.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Ooh.
Let's see. Vantage. Shit, my crappiest stat.
Nice. That's 3
I don't
nat
know, he
20s on
almost-
this one guy.
He almost pulled out of that 21, so.
So he's looking at y'all. You can see a pretty wicked smile over his face. All right then. To repay the favor, opens up the little vest he has. Pulls out looks like a small collection of papers and scrolls. Kind of flips through one or two of them, and you can tell these scrolls are pretty old. Pulls out one select one as he kind of looks up at the sword.
I got some cheese on.
Might not be much. I know you might still have to do a little work to get to it. But I like this paladin. And your group. So, he slowly hands over what looks like a map. And a cave on the map.
A cape?
A cave that
Oh.
is on the map.
I was like, oh shit, he gave us a cape?
And
He was a nice dude.
he points to what looks like an old demonic symbol in the back of the cave where it would be sectioned off, kind of like a long forgotten secret wall. That's not very far. Did you find the cliffs where this is at? I don't know what lives in that cave right now because I haven't been there for a while.
How long's a while?
Probably like 200 years.
Oh, okay.
But it's an interesting weapon there.
Ramus be interested. I take the map from him and I thank him profusely. If we survive in the next few days, I'm going looking for this weapon.
Don't worry. No one's getting in that door without that map. It's the key as well.
Oh, awesome.
Don't lose it. And consider that a nice repayment for the favor you did for me.
Well, we appreciate that. Anybody else on your list in the near vicinity?
Well, let's see here. He's like rubbing his hands together. I did receive a little bit of a blessing and a boon for any other cursed that die under my blood. If you finish off anything else that's left down here, that's still blessed by my lineage, I think I might be able to give you a little extra something.
You know what? As a witch blood hunter, I appreciate the opportunity, and maybe we'll be of service again. An opportunity is an opportunity.
You are an interesting lot. I like it.
Oh man, I'm trying so neutral. Everything in me is like, fuck this guy. But neutral is as neutral does.
Right. Especially on the fact that you're not sure if he's a demon or a devil. Possible devil for the way he's been acting.
And he just gave me a map to probably some giant great worm of suffering.
Doesn't my divine sense if any object is bad?
So
It's a map from a devil, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, he's like, he just pulled it out of his fucking contract pocket. Like, yeah, it's just radiating evil, dude.
And it's just going to be just like Ramus to get us into some shindig.
Yo, I'm listening.
But he did promise there is a very nice weapon in that secret cave.
Yeah,
We're
but
already
then
doing work for
that's
him.
only for Ramus, because you know how Ramus is.
You never know.
Oh, I hope there's a coffer.
Oh, I do have one more question for him, actually.
What's that?
Being that this map is, I'm assuming radiating all kinds of evil, just carrying it on, is there any sort of issue?
Is there a return policy?
I should probably worry about.
Only if you're going around the fucking Celestials. As am our fucking problem.
Nah. I think we're gonna steer clear of those for now.
Besides, who's fucking an angel? They'd say we're fucking seedy.
Well, yeah.
Holier than down my ass.
Alright. Ramus has no more questions for this guy if anybody else does.
And for the rest of you, before I take my little lot and fuck off from the top, unless you intend to take me up on that dealings of anything else that's left in this cave.
I mean, we're down here. We might as well look, yeah.
Kill those infected with your blood, Pilgrim. Understand, we will kill you as well.
You could try.
This is my last
I don't-
contract.
I don't know if I want to get into a fight with this guy.
We have no.
I'm gonna be honest. I shot the dude in the chest without even hearing the conversation. But this dude, I don't think I want to be part of currently.
And we kind of have no spell slots, so
Tell you
I wouldn't
what.
try.
Said he'd walk today.
I'll tell you what. Especially since we've been, well, polite ladies and gentlemen, beings of various race. The guy nods to Zuri. I think I'll leave a deal on the table. Obviously, no binding on anything. Just an offer. You finish what's left down here. I take my 2 barrels of residium up the well and vanish into the woods till if we ever meet again. And if you take care of business down here, and he takes off his cloak and actually sets down what looks like a mixture of purple, red, and almost like obsidian black cloth. Kind of folds it up, sets it down on the cart, and it's clean. Just sitting on top of the residuum. You finish them off down here, You come back and take this, and it's all yours.
Does that sound good, Paladin?
Offer does sound good, but we're
Anything-
kind of like worn out right now. We need a rest. Isn't there like kind of like a lodge somewhere in this cave where the other dude was sleeping, and we can actually rest and recover?
The Iron Rock Gate. Mr. Gibbles has kept himself in there pretty safe and tight.
Mr. Gibbles, that was his name? Awesome. I mean, it's worth taking a look. That cloak sounds good. I'm sure
Alright,
somebody
Pilgrim.
could use it.
We'll give this a try.
Alright.
I mean, I know he's like a demon, but kind of stupid to not ask, even though he probably wouldn't tell me anyway. But are you
Might as
trying
well
to fuck us in any way?
Oh, yeah, insight. Get that insight.
Throw down an insight.
Oh, advantage or
Just, nope, normal insight.
no normal?
Yep.
+2 insight and it's 7. Well, good thing other people can roll well.
Is he gonna fuck us? You gonna
My
screw us?
insight sucks, so I'm not rolling.
Is it a
insight.
boy child?
The person that probably should do insight is my sister.
Well, we got
Everyone
2 people,
got pretty fucking high.
except
But the only one who doesn't really pick up on anything is Ramus, probably because of the tight corridor. And
Hard to see body language and from behind everybody.
yeah, and the smell is not really pleasant. It's kind of like a brimstone from this man.
I'm also, aware tiger, so I don't think it's a money language. Yeah.
So, you think there's a small inkling of trickery to his deal, of what he's talking about. You're not sure exactly what, but you kind of pick up there's like an interesting hint of something off, especially on the prospect that he's willing to give up a cloak that is magical.
How about you show us down here?
You're bound as much by your actions as you are by your words, Paladin. Remember that.
Whoa, what?
I wanna whisper.
But we're not bound, are we? Like, he can say things, but I ain't say shit. I'm not agreeing to burn all,
Are we going to at least try, or we don't move unless it's a group, I already took the map because I'm a greedy bastard, but we've been down here a while, so.
I've already made the
Yeah.
only promise that I intend to make.
We're gonna try.
We're going to try.
Wow. Alright.
Very well then. If you don't mind, I'll be sure to get out of your hair so I'm not a worry at all. With that, he unties some of the ropes and readjusts them, considering that the ropes were cut for the pulleys. And kind of just stands on top of the two barrels that remain, leaving the other 2 barrels that shattered, and starts hoisting himself to the top.
If you can close it from up there.
Will do.
Why are we believing the fiend? Wait.
We've got
Why is this happening?
this is the thing. We've got a cleric, we've got a paladin, and we've got a monk, and we just made it. You,
I'm not.
We-
Zuri is not
just made a
down.
deal.
Zuri is not down.
We didn't
I
make
want it stated that
We didn't make a deal. We said
I'm just
maybe.
saying. I already made the
Where's the
promise
cl- I
that
wanna
was made,
call-
and that was that we
all
were
right.
going to kill that asshole.
All right, I have a thing. All right, Zuri's gonna call.
Where's the cloak? Point it out before you get too far. You're coming back down fast.
He points to
And if he
the
doesn't,
top of the Residium pile. You can see it clear as day. It's the deep purple that bleeds into red, as well as the dark obsidian black of it. It's just, if you touch it, it's actually surprisingly soft, but actually still warm to the touch.
No one touch it.
oh, Zeri was like stretching out a hand to like poke it.
Yeah, like you can feel the heat coming off it. It's not like dangerous heat. It's almost like if you had a warm blanket.
It's just warm.
Yeah, like a warm
Ooh,
blanket.
Interesting. I'm gonna roll a d20, and if I get odds, I'm gonna try to cut the rope that he's on, and if not, if I get evens, I'm gonna let him just go.
Alright.
Alright, I want to throw a dagger at one of the ropes that he's using as a pulley.
I don't really want to fight this guy, but
Why, Zero?
I mean, alright, he left the cloak. It's not. Yeah, no, you're right. You're
I
right.
don't really want to fight this guy.
Zuri's holding the dagger, like ready to throw. Though he's like,
Oh, you sure? We could just. Alright, yeah.
I understand your mind, but
I
as
don't
long as
want to
we do
let
not-
the. Yeah.
As long as we
Bird,
do not
look
take
at me,
the cloak.
Bird. Look at me. Are
But
you
then why not take
prepared
the
to
cloak? It
fight
was the
right
one.
now?
It was the reason we let him go.
Because the cloak was part of a deal. He said specifically, if we finish off the things that are down here with his blood and come back for the cloak, it's ours. His stipulation, his rules. We take that cloak, we are bound to him.
We just leave.
He basically
I'm
We
sorry,
just
said
bound.
we're bound to him.
he said no contract, but he did say we have to finish things first.
I think he
And I'm
takes
definitely, I just took a curse map from this dude. There's no way I'm taking it.
it.
No way I'm taking this without more questions, or without doing.
Alright, well, how about this? I'll pick up the cloak when we get back, because I sure will protect me. But let's
When
go
we get
deal with
back.
the. We're gonna go kill the gnolls, right? The sleeping fuckers. Or the other
Steel
children.
Gate,
Sorry, not
The
gnolls.
Steel Gate. He
The
did
other
say that
sleeping
there's a
cursed
place to
children.
rest.
Because we do need
We
to
have
take
to-
them out anyway.
I was gonna say, do we have to kill those?
Unless we have a way to purify them. Because, I mean, we just let an evildoer, a literal fiend, out into the world.
Boy.
It was that or fight him, and
It's one guy.
It's 5 of us.
I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're not prepared to fight right now because we have nothing. We've
Well, should we
exhausted
go
ourselves.
check out the sleepers then?
Yes, the
Not to
gate.
mention it.
Apparently, he said there's a place to rest there.
Not to
not
mention
to
what?
mention the fact that we're killing people. We're struggling to kill people, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that dude's got a contract with me. Oh yeah, that dude's got." This is the guy handing power to all the dudes we're trying to beat. So I don't know.
Fair. No, yeah, yeah.
We just
Oh.
leave.
I
Still
have a
good
bad
to kill him.
feeling about this. Let's just leave.
All right, so let's go. Let's go. Are we going to check the cage place first for a short rest if necessary?
Does anybody need health?
No,
I think we
but
more need some
We're in-
slots.
Dire need of spell slot.
I don't know how many people get. I don't get that much back from a short rest.
Well, hopefully, we could take a long rest.
Alright, so.
Can we take a nap somewhere?
Yeah.
I'm still drunk.
Work.
I need to work off this hangover.
We're trying to go find that out.
So as you check that iron gate, Jin, it's currently locked still.
Can I try to sleight of hand it? I'm not trained in it, but I have high dex.
Yeah, go ahead. Or, yeah, Jin can do that. Go ahead.
Like sleight of hand first.
I want to try to use one of my daggers to open it, to jiggle it. With a 12.
That actually does do it.
Nice.
As you slide it up, you realize that You're not sure how, but it looks like the rat has been able to slide his hand through and put the slide bar shutting the gate and open it up.
Oh, interesting.
So it's opened up and you can go down now.
After you, shield boy.
So as you come down here, you actually get the wonderful scent of what smells like wine, stew, so, and you can see that the stew is still cooking, like a fresh, nice stew.
No, of course there's somebody down here.
No.
No, why would we get lucky and have a moment?
No, I don't think there's anybody here. I think there's just a cooking stew.
Yeah, it's just Gibble's personal quarters, and he left on a stew to slow cook the whole time. As you...
I sample it. I have a spoonful.
Alright, so you have a spoonful. There's surprisingly no meat at all. It's actually a vegetarian stew.
Interesting.
Oh, the
how's it taste?
monk, right?
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Well, how keen do you think you would be on a vegetarian stew?
Oh, I'm a bird. I love veggies.
Alright, so
I love veggies.
pretty solid, like 8.5, maybe a 9. Might use a little more
Nice.
spice.
This is a quality stew.
Wow, he was a decent cook. This is actually pretty good. Hey, Rain, you want some of this? No. Oh man.
I go in for more. I'm like, oh.
There's a pretty big pot there. You can tell it's probably like a couple days ration he was cooking up.
Oh, sweet.
Elle has a keg filled with meat. So, you can easily just kind of stack up here and just reclose the iron gate and actually have a pretty good rest. There's a good enough space, and there's even a bed that Jin is currently occupied.
Okay. Are we in agreement to hanging out here for a bit?
Yeah, we'll take a short rest.
Stop shouting short rest. It's a possibility he
Y'all
could
go
give us a
up
long
Or
rest.
to the left.
We're gonna stay here for 8 hours.
Yeah,
There's a bed upstairs.
I got a bed right here.
You got a bed?
You can squeeze in, buddy.
Hey, there's bedrolls.
Oh, but there's only one bed. Ooh, eyebrow waggle. Jin, Zuri climbs in and snuggles with Jin.
This is not where I parked my car.
Right, they went up through this tunnel.
I think my sister's lost. I gotta go find her.
If you guys are actually going to stay down here, I think we should inform Zhang of what went on. The only person who's actually gone up there is Havin with the kids, and we don't even know if they made it.
It is true.
Yeah, let's
Go. Maybe we should just go up and make
short
sure.
rest real quick and let's go. I mean, let's. Yeah. I figure we should finish down here and then go up.
Yeah.
All right.
The kids
So after
weren't
our
like super strong, were they?
No, they went down. Haven was one shotting them.
yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take a hit dice for the short rest and then.
Alright, so you guys just take a quick breather and then actually refill your bellies with some actually really good food.
Awesome.
You gesturing at this food, Josh.
Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to stand watch on the outside of the gate, meditating.
Ramus waits for everybody else to eat, and he's gonna wait till after we're done with the rest to see if anything happens to anybody before he has a little.
Alright, so you rest and you wait.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
You don't see anything wrong. Everyone looks actually pretty happy and satisfied. You do know that, as well as that, especially for like Were Tiger and other stuff, and if Mr. Gibbles was a were rat, that he would probably have to bite you to transfer it. Everyone's fine. They get the short rest and able to catch your breaths.
Alright, so I guess I have a little bit.
So,
Nice.
Not as hard.
I'm not super hungry, so I have like a small bowl.
So you have a little nibble. You're feeling pretty good. It's actually kind of warming. Just home style cooking.
Maybe we shouldn't have killed this guy. He's a decent cook.
Nah.
Question: can Residium be used to create something along the lines of a mana potion?
Ooh.
It would take experimentation, but it might be possible.
Well,
Okay.
one of us has an alchemy set, and
I've got woodcarver's tools.
Yeah. If you need a chair, he's your bird.
Yo, I can make a chair. I can make a nice chair. Anybody listen to the Adventure Zone? I make wooden ducks all the time.
what would that be? Medicine, I'm assuming?
Or maybe that you would need an alchemist set.
Yeah, I got an alchemist tools, yo.
Alright, so go ahead and roll alchemist. Should be on your sheet.
I have should I just click the alchemist tools thing?
Yeah,
or
click
just
the alchemist tools and it should be intelligence for the mod section.
Of course not, because why would it ever work, you know?
Well,
This is one of mine.
obviously these things aren't going to be instant, but you know, you're thinking about it. You're kind of like trying to figure out how you can make this consumable, because Residium, even though, yeah, it's still kind of like the form of concentrated magic, you're still trying to figure out how to reduce something from like a crystalline form to be safe and drinkable and to be an instant effect.
Can I take some to just like try over time?
You definitely can. The Residium
All right.
it was there and open as a, you know, obviously a free trade, no deal, just as a payment of Pilgrim to being just like to fuck off, and that those 2 barrels are now yours.
Alright, so I pocket a bunch of Residium. I guess we'll give this another shot later.
To be fair, you are working in pitch black caverns with no
Yeah.
sort of light. I mean,
Well, I do have night vision goggles on, technically, but I got you.
Yeah. It's just
probably
it's hard,
the same.
especially in like an hour's time, to be like, Eureka.
I'm the
So simple.
half-blood prince.
But yeah, you still hear the snoring. Yeah, especially in the short time nobody's woken up yet.
Alright, let's go murder some corrupted children and try and forget that they're children and that they're mostly corrupted. Again.
Shit.
Well, they tried to eat our faces off last time, so I don't feel as bad.
It's true. It's true.
I suppose that's one way to justify.
Listen, I'm completely neutral. As long as it's trying to take my face, I will kick its ass.
Take its face
Where are we
back.
going?
Up Shaw, towards the snoring. And then Zari's got a soft, warm cloak to get cursed by.
You know what's funny? Part of me wanted to make like a warlock or something. That would have
Oh.
been perfect.
but yeah.
I was
I
actually
would've been
thinking
like-
if... Yeah.
Careful,
Nah, I've
guys.
just been like, dude, you just, you know, like, here you are in person. I've been praying to you this whole time, asshole.
So you see what seems to be the remaining children.
Are there any up north to us? Can we tell, or is it just...
My elven eyes see things.
It's true. Jin can see the other cave where the other children are kind of just bundled up snoring, whereas you see the other kids laying here. At this point, you can see that some of these kids are a little more far gone than the ones that you were just recently fighting. They have,
The one sore, right?
small horns and kind of claws starting. You can see that these look a little closer to Pilgrim.
Ah, fuck. I mean, some of these things are probably... Alright,
Barrel
well,
of oil or
here's the
anything?
plan. If I
What is the
roll
barrel?
like, what'd you say?
Anybody have like a barrel of oil or anything?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, is Residium explosive? Can we toss them in there and try and start a reaction and blow them up? But I do.
Sadly, not. Residium is.
I have a flask of oil.
That would work.
I can pour some oil too out of my thing.
Okay, so let's let her.
Douse these kids with oil.
Yes.
This is horrible. In a sealed cave, we're gonna burn all the oxygen, guys.
We're gonna die.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, probably.
I take my thing and I make like a trail to one of the. I assume there's like a bed frame or something made of wood.
Yeah, there's pretty much sleeping bags with dry hay and
Oh.
burlap.
Yeah, I'll make a nice oily trail from the hay
Is there
back to the
any way
middle,
we
and I'll
can-
start dragging it
How
back this
big
way.
is this room? Is there anything we can do to like block it off?
For that, it's actually going to be surprisingly easy. There's actually a stack of wood behind where Jin is.
Oh shit!
Wait, guys.
Well,
Jin or Rain as a cleric, is there any way you guys can remove the possession from the children? I have to ask before we do this. I'm just asking.
that wasn't the curse. That wasn't even like a thought in my head.
Huh.
I was ready to close this room off and go get Maria a cloak.
Personally, don't have any abilities that could lift curses.
All right, just
I'm
checking.
not sure about it.
Clerics don't have remove curse yet.
I believe that would be lesser restoration.
Or the spell remove curse.
I don't see anything. I wonder.
She may not have it yet.
Well, what race is it that they have all their spells? Just that some of them are rich.
Well, Rain
Ritual-
still
is that
has
clerics?
all her spells, but I don't think she's a high enough level for that yet.
Level is remove curse.
Hmm.
Remove curse is a 3rd level abjuration. Oh yeah, probably not. Damn
Yeah,
it.
no, she's got level 2.
But
Piss.
I don't want to.
Well, I can find it. I'll find a better cleric and I'll pay them.
Wow.
Wow.
Sick burn.
I don't want like a. I
That
don't
was
want
like
to
a
start
twin
like a giant
synchronization. Wow.
bonfire. I just kind of want to light these little demon kids on fire somehow, unless both Talos and I can enchant our weapons with fire. So if we get like specific targets, like
Brother.
the beds specific.
That option went away when we didn't take a long rest. So
Oh,
Apologies.
I can just do that. So
Alright.
so
Let's see.
I don't want to like make a giant bonfire that is going to suck out all the oxygen or end up with us in a smoky cave, you know?
It's true.
there's plenty of oxygen here in the caves, more than enough for us to
Yeah,
escape.
we're fine. That was, and there's an opening in the other top of the thing. And we're fine.
We did
Famous
kinda
last
tell
words.
him to close the top.
Alright, so you gotta
Did
take-
he actually, though?
Oh yeah, wait. Can I look and see if he closed the top?
Yeah, for that one it's easy enough to say, like, you run over there, you look up, and you can actually see what looks like an iron gate that's just kind of been flipped over the top.
Oh, cool. So he has actually. So he did actually do it.
Yeah. He's a fiend of his word.
Are there any
Like,
other
such a
openings
good
for
theme.
smoke to escape to?
Just the entrance that we came in, probably.
Your ass if you keep asking questions.
The iron gate.
Oh.
The iron gate itself is bars, so smoke would go through there.
Okay, so there's an entry. There's another escape way for that. Yeah, we're gonna be fine.
Those are famous
Fine.
last words.
We'll be fine.
What's up north to us?
For that, you can see what looks like a sack of vegetables. The rest of the beds are empty from the other cursed children that were there. And Jin, I would imagine you've kind of stacking up the wood and after they kind of oil trail the other beds as well.
I did no such thing.
Alright, so
No, it was Ramus.
On
His
my-
duty was more.
alright, so Ramus is just blockading with the wood that's there, and
Looking around going, so we gonna do this or what?
and then basically the only other thing you see in the cave, aside from those two small camps is of the kids that are left, is the barrels that look like they're probably the other mead barrels that Mr. Gibbles has kept, as well as the stack of vegetables that he probably kept as personal stores.
Can we like light the fire, then drop to the ground and let the smoke do its thing until it's gone?
Yep.
Stop, drop, and roll, yeah.
Alright. So that's easy enough. You just drop to the ground. See immediately that the flames start taking the children as they scream out in surprise.
Oh, that was a cool effect.
And now they're just screaming and burning as they just kind of like run around panicking. Some kind of hit the barricade and in such a huge panic they just choke and drop to the floor and they no longer are moving. That's all that remained of the children, as far as you can tell.
Moment of silence.
There's still fire.
Oh yeah, you put oil there, they're gonna be cooking for a while.
Alright.
You can see that the
I guess you're
beds have
welcome,
definitely gone
but we
up
should-
real quick.
But we should probably wait till we know they're sure expired for you to grab that thing. If there's a devil, I don't think we can take our chances.
So you wait a bit, obviously, with not much else to burn. It takes about a good 20 minutes before it finally just snuffs out all the kids well and crisped. Even kind
we have a couple of beers in the meantime.
You got plenty of barrels of meat.
No
So-
more. I'm trying to get her to stop.
Hey, it's just there.
Listen, as long as she keeps hitting with that mace.
Okay, can we clear the? Zuri lights his torch and was like, "All right,
Let's get out of here. Let's get it. Come on.
You really want to be cursed, don't
He
you?
wants that cloak so
he,
bad.
he wants that curse so bad, bro. He wants it."
Give me that curse, daddy!
For a holy bird monk, you're definitely flying straight towards the dark side, huh?
Yeah. Hey, look, man, I didn't take the cursed path. That's all. It's not gonna lead me to my death.
Curse map.
Do the kids
from
have
2 years.
anything? Is there anything in that room worth anything or not?
You just see the equipment. The short swords still kind of survived. Obviously, the bindings on them are burnt off, but they're still pretty good quality short swords. They're just very scorched now.
We burned them alive.
Ramus grabbed some of the sacks of potatoes and stuff to take back to the orphanage.
Scooping up the potatoes and carrots and other vegetables that were stacked up there.
Potatoes.
Potato. Alright. And,
Mash them, boil them, stick them in the cake.
Potatoes.
and Zuri, you go and you grab the cloak, I assume?
I picked it up. I hold it in my hands, in my feathery fingers.
It's surprisingly soft and actually still warm.
Oh, I wrap myself in it, in its luxurious soft warmth.
You want to know what's going to happen so
Flaunt
bad,
it,
don't
Birdie. Flaunt it.
Love it.
Oh, he's flying around. It's like flapping beautifully with his wings. It's really great.
Fabulous.
It actually flows like soft, beautiful velvet and silk and satins, just kind of like mixed together, and overall surprisingly clean. As just kind of like almost heavenly soft with this self heat on itself.
Oh, I
Is it made by
smell it. I
Charmin?
stick my face in it and I smell it. Oh yeah, it smells like
probably
fresh
made by
laundry.
Charmin.
I was about to say it smells a little like brimstone, but obviously that smell will dissipate.
In the morning.
Obviously that smell will dissipate since the person wearing it is no longer there.
It starts to smell like feathers and sunflower seeds.
But especially on the aspect of the fact that it's still warm. And it'll clearly keep you nice and warm at night. It's not like sweat you to, not the sweat you to death, but like just kind of like that soft warmth.
Like a Snuggie.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, like the best Snuggie ever.
But you can tell this is definitely a magic item in itself. Not sure what it is yet. You have to spend
Cool.
some time with it first, but definitely
Be obsessive with it a little bit.
That's true.
He's feeling it. He's like living right now, man.
Eating stew out of it.
a cloak that feels divine.
The cloak of Bull.
So.
Wiping your face with it.
Yes.
Anybody had a toilet paper?
Oh god. Alright, so collect that. Everything else well and done. Finally return to the entrance of the mines. You can see Nira has been waiting there patiently the entire time. She will
We gotta find a way to close this place.
Maybe just blowing it up was the best idea.
Did we take the busted up barrels of residium?
For that, I would imagine you did, especially
Okay, great.
since Thalos is experimenting with the idea of a spell potion to be able to
While Ramus is
turn
failing. While Ramus is failing successfully.
Cool.
So
All right, we leave and we're here.
you get back to the surface. You can see that a great deal of the orphans have been given food. The other guards and other such have been helping sort things out, try and get them at least a little bit more comfortable.
I hand over the supplies, etc., etc.
They're quickly setting up. You can see that Grab is,
Swimming in residium.
he's surrounded, like, just kind of working to his heart's content. Just
He's got 4 different swords. He's working on them all at the same time.
To get my sword that was getting enchanted.
As simple as he is, I don't really trust him.
I don't think it's him as much as whoever's instructing him, which was the dude Jang killed, right?
Mm.
I killed, but Jay helped.
yeah, Zhang slowed him
my
down.
bad, my bad.
Wow, they looking down on you, buddy.
Oh.
I mean,
My bad, homie.
He is short.
Quick question. Can we determine where the entrance of that Pilgrim left through? Can we determine where that was?
Sure. Roll me when you go looking around an investigation with advantage on the outside.
And that's what that would be, intelligence or wisdom.
For the investigation, it's just the flat investigation skill check.
Let's see.
All right, Ramus,
Well,
you
we're
do it.
really bad at it. We're really bad at it.
terrible.
Alright.
So that way was north, obviously.
So you can't really make it out for a moment. It takes a while. Obviously, you're still looking for it in the general area. It's just not as short as you want it to be. It takes about an hour before you finally look at a big ass fucking bush and you just shove it aside, and you find this like stone half rim with the iron gate where you saw Pilgrim leaving, and you could see from where he had basically stepped away the very, very dirty footprint of a fiend. As you
How far is this from the camp?
from the keep itself, it's basically within sight. If somebody was on the wall with a bow, you could shoot at them.
We should mark this spot and tell Jang about it.
But as you do look around, you can see where it looks like Pilgrim had possibly just started dragging the barrels off as it leads off into the forest. You can see 2 divot marks.
Alright, I go back and I do inform Jang and his guards that there is an entrance, that there is like a hidden entrance that they should be keeping an eye on.
He, that didn't sound good. So Jane kind of looks at... I'll be sure to double, triple guards on that wall. Good old cocaine.
I was gonna say booger sugar,
but you can see that Havon has already kind of basically started getting his brother buried with some of the other guards.
Oh, can I offer to help him?
Oh, you definitely can.
Just dig. Just like walk over and like, is there an extra shovel or something that I could find and like just walk over?
Yep, there's a
Like-
few extra because you can tell they've been.
Yeah.
He just kind of looks up at you a little solemnly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just help him dig.
You can tell he's just still crying, very sad. Especially, even it's a little bit more sullen as well. It's the fact of how many people are being buried. You can see a lot of the other soldiers and guards that were the refugees not too long ago are kind of just putting in mass grave at this point. You can see Havon is taking the time to at least give his brother an individual grave.
Oof. Yeah, I very specifically don't say anything unless he does, and I just help him.
You can tell he's just taking his time to try and process everything that's kind of happened. So, at this point, Nira is just kind of meandering around, watching everyone work, and just kind of stares at some of the work that Grav has been doing. And if anyone's nearby, you can actually hear her commissioning for a new sword. As you can tell, that still a lot of the armor that she has is pretty well and rusted, but having one that would fit a woman that's like almost 8 to 9 feet tall was still a difficult one in itself.
Mm.
What? So.
How long till this 2-day time limit is up, or the 3-day time limit?
You effectively still have the 2 days. This is just kind of like the half. You basically took one of the 2 days, cut it in half, did all of this, and still it's like half in a day before they arrive. Which Zhang has also sent word to the Otren army, the small regiment that's been sent out to try and just keep people off the border from moving in. And at this point, everyone's just kind of getting ready. You can see they're setting up different battlements and just making sure everything's in order. The dead are getting buried. Just making sure everyone makes note of where the entrance/exit of the mine is. And even the wrought iron gate below in the mines is kind of barricaded off to make sure that if somebody does attempt to come through there, that it's extremely difficult.
It's a plan and we need to rest. Agreed?
Who else is? Hold on. Who else has a sword getting enchanted? Or was it just me?
I think it was just you because I already have like an enchanted type sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zuri didn't want to give away any of his daggers. Oh wait, or did I?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Oh shit.
You did.
Got daggers.
Grav.
I did. I just don't remember.
Yeah. Grav was enchanting duel.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So they would add.
But I gotta go back in town for that guy who
Silvered and
who
plus 2 on your sword.
had, yeah,
Oh, that's what distinction was.
and who added the iridium to like magic it, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get that +1. Get that +1.
+1 silver sword. Oh, yeah.
All right, so Ramis asks if anyone wants to go in town. Otherwise, he's gonna George Jefferson stroll in to get his sword.
Business to attend to here. I'll see you back here.
Anybody else?
Pick up my daggers while you're there. I give him the gold if I didn't pay already. I don't remember.
I think we did, didn't we?
I think you
That
paid.
makes sense. We would have paid.
I'm pretty sure you paid in advance.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then I just had
Alrighty. So, as the day kind of fishes out and you go to pick up your blades and everyone's getting everything set, ready, people buried, finish burying Heaven's brother. Alrighty. Yeah, especially in the privacy of Dew Plain World's chamber. You can see Heaven just kind of says a small prayer for his brother and starts to head back towards the keep.
I would draw the mark of Ashur in the dirt nearby to the grave, and also say a short prayer, and then follow. I pray that his soul finds its way to the golden eternity.
So you see that Heaven is still kind of working through this overflow of emotions, and you see a little bit of a smile kind of creep back onto his face when Darme goes over to give him a little bit of a hug, see if he's all right. Back in town, Ramus, you can see that a good portion and detachment of the Otren army is actually in the village now and actually heading through towards the manor, passing through Barkome.
I guess I nod at one or two of them.
They nod back and continue marching through, wearing the colors of the army itself, with bright oranges and slight hues of fiery red, with the symbol of the phoenix on it.
Hope you wore your red pants.
You retrieve your silvered +1 sword from Leo as well as the daggers that Zuri had left.
Yay. I don't see them. I'm trying to add them in what's it called? D&D Beyond, but I don't see like a silver +1.
I would have to add.
Well, it's just +1,
Yeah,
and
just
it's just
add a
silvered.
+1 and just mark down in the name for silvered.
Isn't silvered not matter if you have like doesn't magic weapons do the same as the silver weapon? I don't remember.
For this one, it still kind of forces shapeshifters and lycanthropists.
Oh right.
Out.
Yes.
Is that like, is the +1 from the, is that technically what the iridium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Posting up these boys.
So is it just longsword +1 and make it silver longsword, or?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. I'm trying to edit that.
There. Which. Obviously, it's not the entire army, but you can see a good regiment of extremely skilled and trained knights actually have arrived. At this point, you can see a good portion of the villagers who just kind of been posting up and keeping watch quickly push aside for them to start taking over matters, and you can hear the other commanders kind of barking out orders to each other. You can see Zhang actually approaches what looks like one of the captains of the army of this regiment, starts telling him everything that's has gone on, everything that happened, and what they should prepare for.
How can I'm sorry, completely out of character. How can I find out stuff for like the damage and things for the longsword to edit?
Oh, for that? So since yours is +1 on your character sheet, where it says the longsword, you see magic bonus.
Mm-hmm.
You would just put a 1 in there.
1.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
Plus adding my
It'll
proficiency bonuses, etc., etc.
Yeah, it'll auto add everything in there. Because
do I have to add? Do I have to add the plus? What was it? +2 that I add to the other weapon because of my strength modifier?
For that, no, because as long as it's marked on the strength there, it'll auto calculate all of that.
Oh, I don't have to edit anything?
Nope, you just gotta add the +1 to the silver longsword.
Whoop. Okay.
So, there you go.
So my short sword's still better. Look at that.
And am I taking what 2 +1 daggers?
Yep.
Cool.
Alrighty. So, you can see many of these knights quickly just kind of marching around, kind of checking the various sections of the keep itself, making sure.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of boys here. You can see a few of them give a bit of a dirty look towards Nira. But other than that, the rest kind of quickly march on to do their duty. You can see Nira's kind of eyeballing a few of them.
Oh wait, I get +2 bonus damage to one weapon in one hand. Does it calculate that too, or do I have to manually enter that?
You would have to manually enter that. Just put a +2 at the end of that.
At the damage.
You can actually put it at the top. There's something that says magic damage at the top. You just put a 2 there, and it'll add it to the attack and the damage calculation for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I just put it at the end of the 1d8 plus strength plus.
That also works fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you see many of the other knights.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, this is the knight regiment that Zhang had sent to inform, which they arrived by the end of the day, as you guys are now kind of settling in for your long rest. Which you can see many of these soldiers are getting prepared for the assault that will possibly happen if they are to expect as many of the Shishupanikian army to arrive as they are hearing about. They even you can even hear as Commander Zhang is speaking to the head knight of the regiment, talking about how he left a good portion of the regiment as well back in the village just to make sure those who are further evacuating get out and that they can hold the town still, just in case. They're basically helping everyone and each other get out of the way quickly, so it's only knights and other combatants as should be.
Did we brief Zhang on some of what happened inside? Because, like, we're not going to
I assume we told him at least most of what happened.
We're not telling him about the demon lady. Or the demon.
Probably not.
Yeah, demon lady, it, she, he thing.
Yeah, fiend. Evil fiend that we made a deal with, like fools. Nice cloak, though.
Oh, he spent some time with it. Do we get to know what the deal is now?
Alrighty, so obviously you take time to attune to it, Zuri, after helping Havan and getting to the long rest and all.
He stroked it enough.
Enough strokes. So,
Zuri takes a nap. He does not wake up. You are all very worried. He's just very comfy.
Yeah, you start to see him wither and die before your very eyes.
No! My bird boy!
Well, who gets the cloak?
Like a Slurpee.
I just get really small. I just get really, really small.
Yeah.
Like a baby Mario.
Cloak of shrinking. It turns to baby Zuri.
That would be kind of dope.
So, after you do spend some time with it, definitely is yours. You don't want to let it go ever.
Uh-huh.
But you do feel a little bit of its power. And you feel like you can do something with it. Almost like how you've seen Ramus and Thalos kind of do. You feel you could change form.
Ooh.
I wrap myself in the cloak and I spin and I try to activate it.
Okay, where are you when you do this? Just as a quick question.
Probably in the courtyard, yeah.
Alright, so anyone who's kind of looking at Zuri, just see him like wrap the cloak around himself, spin, and he's now a hellhound.
Oh!
Great.
You have the
That's
cloak
pretty
of the
cool.
hellhound.
Shit.
That's pretty cool.
Alright.
So, Zuri, you feel much shorter, much more fiery. It's a little harder to think, but you recognize who your ally. As you realize you look down, your paws are kind of like burning the ground a little bit.
Oh crap. Okay.
And you could definitely leave this form. But, yeah. You are currently a hellhound. You can even see quite a few other people are like a little shocked. Others are like,
I try to talk. Can I talk in my voice, or do I bark?
You just immediately start barking.
Oh, what?
I'm running around. I'm very excited. I'm a dog now. Sniffing things. It's very interesting.
Not just a dog, a hellhound.
A hellhound, specifically.
But yeah,
I run up to the party and I'm barking at them.
So yeah,
Okay.
You those who did see it know who that is. And especially when he does bark, you could feel very intense heat coming off of his body.
What's the catch? I'm sure there's a catch.
Oh, I mean, he's definitely not going to tell me what the catch is.
Does he lose a
No
feather
way.
each second that he stays in there?
On a side note, especially on the intelligence aspect, you do when you are in this form, you do have the exact same stats that of a hellhound. And
Oh, okay.
you can only do
Alright, well,
what
let me
a
find
hellhound
that, yeah.
can do. So
Okay.
I'll have to make you a token for that.
Okay, cool.
But
Cool.
Welcome to the transformations, brother.
Yeah. Can I still
Is he
understand
really that big?
common?
that big? No. Definitely not that big.
They're medium creatures, but they're not like huge. They take up the
Like
same
the
amount
size
of like
a
space.
big dog or like a Doberman.
Like a smallish wolf, maybe.
Like a big wolf.
Oh, like a large wolf.
Yeah, he's a medium still, but he's still a big wolf. So he's
Or
a
like
big boy.
dire wolf.
He's a very
'Cause
big boy.
I think people underestimate how big wolves actually are.
But so for hellhounds, you have keen hearing and smelling, so you have advantage on perception checks relying on smell and hearing.
Cool.
You do get pack tactics.
Can I sync up with him while we're in like werewolf and weretiger forms?
Well, pack tactics means I get if any of you guys are within
Literally,
combat with
yeah.
with an enemy, I get advantage. You just have to be fighting someone, and if I fight them, I get advantage while I'm a hellhound.
But what if we're transformed too?
The same thing. Oh, can we talk?
Yeah.
You would need to be able to speak with animals.
Fair.
But he can understand.
Oh, but I don't. Oh, okay, I can. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll run around for like 10-15 minutes and then try and transform back into myself.
You shift back.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
You know the as you did feel
Does
it.
he
in
have
your,
to Sailor Moon spin again?
God. You,
I don't have to, but I definitely do.
yeah, it's part of the charm.
Oh yeah. I'm doing a shot because of that.
But
Yeah, Hellhound cloak, absolutely.
oh fuck yeah, it's a fun item. And
I'm just waiting for you to fuck me with it.
on a side note,
Phrasing.
there are no limitations to how many times you can transform with it.
Oh, awesome! Can I do it multiple times? Like, could I transform right back, or is it a long rest or a short rest or something?
So basically, if you're in it and you get knocked out of it, when it gets back to your turn, you can just go right back into it.
Oh, fuck!
Is it a
awesome.
main action
Okay.
or is it like bonus action, or can you just?
It's let me double check just to be sure.
Because if that's a bonus action, then you can use it. But I feel like the more you use that, the harder it's gonna get to turn back.
At the same time,
Yeah, I already don't want to give it up, so
oh yeah, you
something, yeah.
you definitely don't want to give it up. Period. It's yours.
no, yeah, this is mine now.
You're not giving that thing up at all.
You with the cloak, Thalos with the spear. I'm assuming if I can drag you guys to try and get this weapon with me, that's gonna happen to me too.
ultimately cursed if you have a soul, right?
Guys, did you fucking see that? I turned into a wolf.
Alright, so,
Dog thing,
you,
hellhound thing. That was crazy.
you could
Welcome to the club.
you could transform as a bonus action.
OP, OP, OP.
Bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we literally have 2 days to just bullshit now.
Can we try to like create some defenses? Like, can we go get some sticks and make those things that they have in Skyrim that they put outside the buildings? Like, stop people. What are the
You mean, like,
staves? Well, pikes is a weapon. What's it called when you just put like sharp wood?
Stake
You can call it
barricades.
a pike barricade, but yeah, we'll just call it.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, just a pike barricade. Then I thought it was just it was a weapon if it was a pike. Me dumb.
A pike. The other day, I found out spear is about. A pike is a type of spear, and there's like 20 different versions. A pike is just like
halberd for life, boy.
Spear.
Yeah, halberd is the ultimate.
Yeah, man.
Like
It's
one
like
of
good
those.
shit.
It's true.
It's like a really long axe.
Category.
Yeah.
It's the blade that
and
doesn't.
spear.
Yeah. Toy.
All right, yeah. So I guess we do our best to get ready. Can we also try and like booby trap those areas that lead to other places, like around where the devil went out and?
Do all
Oh, so
that
like they fall in?
Or like just.
You definitely
Did
can.
we close those off or? Yeah,
for
let's try and
the
move.
area where even the mushroom star, Zhang has completely barricaded that off just for safety's sake.
That's fair.
Can we try and booby trap them anyway, just to, in case someone
Just in case.
someone thinks they can
Highly.
go that way?
Definitely can. So,
And
what
we spend
kinda-
2 days just short resting.
and what kind of
Yeah.
booby traps do you want to do?
Well, I want to use my wood carving to make those defenses that I was talking about. Like, I'm gonna get like 3 sticks and like 3 thicker sticks and sharpen them and then tie them together and like try and shove it into the ground out here. Make a couple like on the path blocking the entrance.
Alright.
Also, it's 2 days. We're gonna do more than short rest.
It is true.
Can I set up like a home? Can I set up like a Home Alone over the door trap with acid out of his head?
Just
Big marbles.
put acid all over the fucking bottom of the pit.
Oh, and I poisoned the staves with the spider poison that I have.
Ooh, and I used some of the poison. Can I? How does this thing? Oh no, I can only use one until I rest again.
I mean, we have 2 days, so
Okay, so I guess fine. I'll acid the bottom of the pit for now,
yeah.
and when it comes back up, I'll poison the rest of the staves and stuff we made.
Alrighty.
Cool.
And
This pile of bones is still horrific, by the way.
yeah, that's why they're burying them.
Mass grave. We just got immolated all at once.
Yeah, some people were just immediately incinerated. Other people were just a little bit crisped. And it's unfortunate, but that's pretty much what happened to them. And they're just kind of slowly getting them in there and burying them, trying to make it as respectful as they can, even though they have a...
Some were cremated. Some were Dallas BBQ's baby back ribs.
Pretty much. This to yours.
Like that term, unfortunate. It was a little worse than that.
Just quickly grabbing Zuri's hellhounds.
Should I build a hellhound like character sheet? I have an extra one. Oh, you made me one. Never mind. Thank you.
Bam!
It's so pretty. Oh, I have fire breath. I forgot hellhounds can breathe fire. Oh. I am a dragonborn now, guys.
So effectively, health. You have to go through the transformations health, and then whatever bleeds over goes to you.
Okay, so it's like polymorph. Got it. Thank you.
Effectively polymorph.
But just to one thing.
Yeah.
Also, it's better because you cannot polymorph into a hellhound at level 2.
Nor any
3.
other way, because it is a fiend.
Oh yeah. Toit. Well, I'm very happy.
Alrighty. So, that's all well and set. And you can drop that whenever you need it. And obviously just make sure to leave your other token if you roll initiative on him.
Yes.
But at this point, so everyone's getting the palisades set up. A lot of the other orphans are being helped to be well rested. You can see that whatever was left in Barkambi, a lot of people have packed up in wagons, are now starting to move on. Other people who are moving on by foot. You see 1 or 2 wagons that are approaching, and you can actually see quite a few of the orphans are being helped onto it. You can tell that they're just trying to get all of the civilians out of here as quickly as possible.
Heaven going?
You can see Heaven debating whether or not he wants to leave. But
Should we talk to him? Should we send him away?
Yeah.
Alright, cards on the table. Zuri does not want him to die like his brother, especially because his brother just died.
Thing from Talos.
Ramus thinks the kid proved himself. It's his choice. We can't tell him what to do, or can't make up his mind for him.
The choice is his, but I think we should also give him the option,
Make it seem like, yeah, we could tell him that we're not going to judge him if he wants to leave.
He already did a lot as it is.
And he already lost his brother, and we understand if he wants. Yeah. So then, all right, Zuri would go over and be like,
Hey, Heaven, was wondering if you were gonna, start getting packed up to ship out like these guys.
and elbows over or points over his shoulder at the train of refugees leaving, probably.
I think I will go. I need to keep Dharma safe.
Yeah, it's a good idea. They're gonna need a good fighter like you. Watching their backs. You did good in those caves, kid.
And I knuckle him on the shoulder.
Ramus puts his hand out for a shake, I guess. Be well, young one. You did well. You're alive, and that's saying a lot.
Shake your hand and nods. And... Sorry if I got in the way a little.
No, you did nothing but prove that you could handle yourself.
Zuri's getting a little choked up.
Are they heading back to Otren, or are they just hitting the road?
Further back to the capital of Otren.
Okay.
Where's...
Or the ashes of title card.
Ta-da!
Roll credit.
I tell Heaven, if he can, go to the temple area and find Lyra.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need his protection.
All right.
Protect her, and protect the priests that are there. Way to serve. Trust me.
I'll find them.
Zuri nods.
Hope to see you again. All of you.
Hopefully under better circumstances.
We'll look for you at the temple. That's where we're headed eventually, too. We just gotta clean up a bit of a mess out here.
All right.
I wanna do that like thing where you grab the somebody's forearm like warriors
That's
do.
why I
The
offered my
Spartan
hand.
shake.
Yeah, there you go. Like gauntlets to gauntlets type shit.
The pre handshake, basically.
Yeah, that good shit.
The brotherly handshake.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take your arm. You can see he's still saddened by what happened, but
Stay strong, brother. Ashur watches over us all. Okay.
farewell for now. With that, you can see goes and meets up with Darme, and they get on one of the wagons, start heading off. So the others will accompany as well.
Yes. Amos, did you get what you needed in town?
Yep. I got my sword, got his daggers. I think we're ready for some Mortal Kombat.
Dun dun.
Alrighty. So, as the next day is finishing out, you can get a little bit of an air of tension amongst the rest of the knights and those keeping watch. You can even see, as much as Nira has enjoyed battle, she still herself seems a little tense.
Miss Ramus walks over and asks, "Are you okay?"
I'm not sure any of these men are going to live.
Well, we haven't been sure about that since we got on the road to travel here, so all we can do is fight.
Any doubts about serving with us? Are you having doubts about serving with us?
No doubts about serving with you, just... I've seen what they do. They're a very savage army.
Well, hopefully we're here to stop that, or at least put a dent in it.
What about the wrath of the Shishipaniki? Even we have returned from death to fight them. Be assured, we are on the winning side.
We are the Fellowship of the Wait, no.
Of course, none of that means anything unless Jin says it. So if Jin wants to say it and beef us all up, that'd be great.
You have my sword, you have my axe.
And my
Yeah,
dagger,
my-
and my dagger, and my dagger, and my dagger, and my dagger.
Ah!
We're
And
not
my
coming with you.
sister's
We're
wine
just,
casket.
we're not coming with you. We're just giving you the weapons. Good luck.
Hey, you're on your own. Oh, fuck it.
Good luck carrying all of that.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
I guess Ramos looks at her.
Sorry.
Well, when we're done with here, I guess you decide what your next move is. But I can tell you, everybody else, so as well as I, greatly appreciate your help.
I've had a great deal of fun fighting by your sides, and getting paid to do so. I haven't fought anyone who's, well, had enough guts to finish it. And, well, it does terrify me, but I'm still excited at the aspect of being able to see a larger battle before moving on.
Ooh, this is getting tense.
Zuri is gonna help patrol the walls as after things like start to get more and more close to D-Day.
Alrighty.
But my friends, they've already killed us once. They can do to us. With that, I go back into the building.
I'm sure they can think of something, but let's try not to.
Nira will actually join.
Nira has joined the party.
Hey, who else will join? You can only have 7 at a time. Final Fantasy rules.
Your party of 16.
Hold on. This isn't Fireblade, sir.
It's Suikoden. That's what this is. When you have a whole army.
So we get six people in a party, but we get 151 characters.
Yes.
Look around.
All right. Yeah, I want you to roll individual initiative for all of them.
Oh god.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
I just want to make sure. So, is this the same day? Is this just a couple of hours after we left the caves, or are we on the next day?
So this will be the second day.
All right. Well, if they're coming with me, I'm done with my experimentations with Dubsmith's body. And not experimentations, but as if they're joining me and they see me burning his body, and see if he bore a particular demonic mark. I didn't get a chance to ask you, but did he? Well, so I was effectively checking over his body to see if he bore a dragon mark of any sort.
For Dove Swoop, there is none.
Well, after determining that yesterday, I'm burning his body.
Alrighty.
The cleansing power of fire today, huh?
Word.
What are we doing with it? Let's burn it.
Fucking burn it.
I haven't had a good bonfire in a while.
Came to us. The power with which he and Du both wielded is beyond our own. I'm not fearful, but I am weary. Must be prepared.
I'm assuming we're not getting to big combat today because
So,
she left.
I will just say, obviously, haven't fully set up, but I figured it would be a good point to leave off of on. You do see the army approaching.
Oh fuck.
And you can see this leading the front.
What? Oh, of course it is.
Which,
An Ogren. It's cool.
which that's not the only thing, is they clearly sent.
I call dibs on Hammer of Judgment.
They clearly sent their larger regiment of boys. Which explains
large
why
boys.
their courtyard was a little bigger than you expected, especially stretching further back out. But you could tell that this was the detachment that was supposed to be in preparation. As well as you can see what looks like a commander amongst the rest of the regiment.
Well, as of right now, we only see Gruel, but oh, there they are.
And the other ones, because that's now.
And what was the name of the two-headed mage ogre?
That boy? You don't know his name?
The hell was it?
But they have a good regiment of boys. And let's just get this.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Fun, I mean, kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, you can see why they were clearing people out. The Shishu-Beninkian army is not a in the matters of ethics. As you can clear tally.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, this is going to be a mighty big battle.
Do we have any, like, holy knights or, like,
You got Jin?
anything fancy in this?
For these
in
guys,
this
you can
group
tell
of
these are
knights,
definitely
yeah.
some of the better soldiers. They're all very clearly knights, plate mail, if not plate mail, more on the higher half plate or anything of the high quality armor. You can see a lot of their
Same.
weapons are extremely well made.
Do we have, like, a Varian Win or Tyrion 4 Dragon or something in here? Or
Far as that, you do see there was the Knight Commander that Zhang was speaking to.
Artorias, anyone?
So, effectively, we'll leave off here as the detachment that the Shishu-Beninkian army had sent with maybe question mark commander who has the twin heads. But for these, anyone who wants to roll a history, go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, I love me a history. Oh, that's the Hellhound. That's not me.
And we all are.
We're dumb. We're dumb.
Alright. So,
Just give us one on the house.
for these ones, these guys, not as brightly known, but as far as you could tell, these might
Which
be
guys?
the Clan of Legend, only because it is a fairly easy check. But unfortunately, God, I just checked at everyone's rolls. Jesus Christ. Thank God somebody got over a 12. Fuck me.
None of us went to school, okay? We grew up on the battlefield and in the temple. And you know, the church doesn't teach certain things because
These guys are very simply known as the Big Axe Warriors. They're an ogre clan that was always mercenaries for hire, that had no question at all who paid them. Well, as long as they paid up front, even if they were the only ones there, they would still show up to the warfield. They're rather infamous for basically killing and eating and taking anything that they wanted. And many people have usually not sent other regiments along with them because they even eat other regiments if the commander is not there to tell them otherwise. So.
That's all we get.
Yep.
Need more?
So pretty much unfortunately, as for the twin-headed ogre, seems to have what looks like a kind of shoddy spear and a kind of decent-looking staff. Other than that, give me another history check just for shits and giggles thrice, just to see if you might have heard of this person.
God, we're so dumb.
I got it. I think. I hope.
Alright, so you have heard, which obviously being dumb ogres, that this leader is known
Us or them?
this leader as the Twin Kaboom. And the reason why he got this very simple-minded name, but still kind of an interesting one, is that one of his favorite spells that he's most infamous for, even when killing other ogres with it, is Shatter. Which, to those who don't know what Shatter is, it deals double damage on objects, and which has led him to a rather infamous line of being able to break through buildings, collapsing structures, as well as the other head that's actually extremely well prowessed in martial combat, and others have notably seen him while he swings his weapon, even if it is of simple make. Whenever he wills it and he's surrounded by an enemy, as he's depthed himself into the fray, usually there's suddenly a clap of thunder and people go flying and horribly hurt from it.
Jesus.
Change of underwear.
So, you are facing the Big Axe Warriors clan and their leader.
Don't act like you haven't been planning this.
Oh yeah. So basically you are now going to be facing off against the Big Axe Warriors clan and their infamous leader, the big old Twin Kaboom.
Yes, sir.
As for the other ogre in the center, you're pretty sure this is just one of their infamous siege beasts, as they are well known to just flatten villages and farms.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Oh yeah. You could tell that they were gonna just rest up here and then just push on to the fucking village and just flatten it. And considering the fact that Shishipaniki is funding them, you're starting to see a little bit of a pattern here that they started paying off the Knoll clans and have even brought the Ogre clans. So you have a pretty good inkling that, hilarious enough, especially on this, the Shishipaniki is a little more famous on the prospect of fighting using either people of extreme religions, even if they are dark. You know, they always have people in their back pocket. But people sending mercenary groups seems more on the fitting end of the Baruzo kingdom.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
You really like it.
So, you're not sure if the Baruzo clan had, well, not clan, but the capital, had, maybe sided with Shishipuniki? Maybe they pushed Shishipuniki off of this turf for the moment? But this seems kind of more of their calling card. They're the ones more infamous for paying mercenary clans to fight for them. Especially since they're the merchant capital and they do better deals and trades.
Definitely tracks with the mercs we've been fighting.
Well, everything's been trying to kill us up to now, so why would we expect any different? That's funny. The only person that hasn't outright tried to kill us was the freaking demon.
Oh yeah, and he was doing deals, like he confirmed, with Shishipuniki.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's very well impossible Shishipuniki maybe have bled some information, and now the Baruzo capital is seeking to capitalize on it.
Damn, we didn't even think to answer why he's there. Or to ask why he's there.
It's pretty easy to guess that might not be the last time you see Pilgrim.
That's why we killed all those things.
Yeah. And now the bird can turn into some kind of hellhound. What the fuck?
They don't know that. Shh.
They watched you do that.
Shh, it's fine. No, shh, it's fine. They don't know. They don't know anything.
Meat is strong.
There must be something in the water here. People are turning into tigers. That bird turned into a dog.
Yeah.
Everything's crazy. The rocks glow blue.
This is a
place.
cursed land. Turn back.
It's a shitty spot. Like, there's just graves and skeletons everywhere.
That's right. There's a reason why it was swamp.
It's fucking awful. Holy shit. And then we're about to die to 80,000 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And Twin Kaboom over here.
Yeah, right?
The fucking leader, Twin Kaboom.
I don't like the big, scary, horny thing in the middle. Not a
Was
fan.
that already his name, or did you give him that?
For the Twin Kaboom?
Yeah.
That was just his name. Because I was sitting there, I'm like, ogres are not that smart. They go very blunt, very bluntly towards their names and all.
So you gave him Twin Kaboom?
Yeah.
God,
Well,
this is
especially
so-
for the fighting style. Because Shatter and everything else produces a fucking massive sound. And
To
then...
be honest, it's because we've toppled some of your challenges a lot easier than we thought we were doing today.
Oh.
Why are you trying to egg him on?
I'm gonna fuck him up the ass this time.
We toppled your challenges easily. Almost killed my brother 3 times with a Turk Ogre gelatinous cube of...
Like I said, easier than we thought we were going to.
Come on, please.
I didn't say easy.
Just
I
listing
said
everything
easier.
that's tried.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys started off pretty rough, but you've picked up a lot, because the gelatinous cube was a fucking terrifying start.
Yeah, that's why we're
I
fighting
wanted to
Twin
cry.
Kaboom.
I don't blame you. That was a fucked up scene.
Hey, listen, you cannot use this for further ammo, but I'm not gonna lie, I expected like a dragon or something.
Oh, no.
God, why'd you say that?
Not yet.
You cannot.
Saying this, Kenny?
Oh, okay. He said
Saying these things out loud to him. He's hearing them.
eventually,
Wait,
yeah.
waiting till level 5.
You think they're gonna send a dragon with a mercenary group? Please.
No, the dragon's just interested in the
While Josh
town
says
because
that while
it's...
prepping the dragon.
Yeah, it's on
He's
top
like-
of all the residium, which is tasty for
Wait,
dragons.
hold
It
on,
helps them clean
Let's
their teeth.
see.
He's like, damn, they're onto us. They're onto me.
What do I have listing in dragons and my old pieces here? A lot of Dragonborn. I've used that. Ooh, classic. Let's see. Just in demonstration of some of the dragons I used in past.
God, there's gonna be a giant fucking dragon. Oh God.
That's one. There's Andraemos. Which these were the actual token sizes. Keep in mind.
Oof. So what do we got? Large, huge. Do you have? Is there a gargantuan dragon in there somewhere? Where's Tiamat when you need her?
Who apparently was actually a smaller dragon.
Oh well.
Was Tiamat smaller?
This one wasn't a dragon,
Comparatively.
but this was something used by
Jesus.
a fucking arcanist as a turret.
Is that a basilisk? Oh God.
It is a clockwork
I don't-
dragon head turret that a mage had on top of his tower to defend it.
Jesus
I don't know
Christ.
that guy, but he sounds like a dick.
Word, right?
The Minkai dragon.
Mint dragon?
Ride that.
Peppermint patty dragon?
Oh yeah, this one, not exactly a dragon, but a dragon viper.
Oh, I'm
This
sure
is
that's
horrifying.
blue.
This is the worst. This is awful. Why? God, please no.
The young blue dragon that they had made deals with. Oh yeah, this boy. I forgot about him. One of the adult dragons that had been killed early on by Necromancer to have extra goodies going on. The old red boy. And these are all from my old library. Oh, this one was the most terrifying one. You ever hear of fanged dragons?
I mean, they all have fangs, don't they?
You heard of a Vorpal sword before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those tail spikes, that's what you make them out of. But yeah, that's just a brief summary of some of the dragons I've used in past campaigns. It's not all
So
of
in
them.
like 6 months, maybe give us a baby dragon to fight off?
Maybe. We'll think about it.
In like 6 months.
Like a year from now.
Nah.
But yeah, I like the Dragon Viper one. It was a nice surprise.
Yeah, screw the dragon viper.
It was really great because everyone's just like, oh, it's just a really cool snake, and then it started breathing fucking fire, and everyone was just fucking lost their shit.
That sounds terrifying.
The Clockwork Dragon was actually in the same tower as the dragon turret, but it used the soul of an actual dragon, and my players unleashed it on the world by mistake. They never got it back.
So there was just a clockwork dragon flying around?
Yeah, just Clockwork Dragon flying around collecting fucking gold and other shit, all for itself. Old habits die hard, you know?
Beautiful.
He ain't bothering me.
So,
Alright.
obviously, no combat, but a lot of interesting events happened tonight.
Yeah.
I was not expecting you guys to be like, hold on, we could talk to this.
Who's to negotiate?
Yeah.
He didn't seem like someone we had really a good chance of at the
Possibly.
no spells or anything.
Possibly not. At the same time, you could tell he was just trying to book it with his cash stash.
Yeah, he just wanted to get away.
He was well and done and washed his hands of this fun.
All right. Are we calling it technically?
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, I'm outie. Good night. I guess put XP in channel, or we'll just do it next time. I guess after the battle.
For
We'll pull
that, it's pretty simple. 500 apiece.
I was gonna say, are we just gonna pool it and do it later, or?
Quick question: is everybody down for 3 weeks from now? That would be the 14th, right?
I'd be down for that.
Well, I gotta check the schedule, but